Companies can really grow and evolve if you just sit down and talk to us. Have a simple conversation. I love my body. You love your body. I would love to wear your clothes. So go ahead and make it inclusive for everyone, please.
How can brand owners evolve to include more women and more bodies? Listen to your consumers. Your everyday base is the woman who looks at that product and wants to wear it. And so if they only see a body that they can't relate to, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to buy the product because they feel, I can't wear that. It's not relatable. So I feel expanding what you're showcasing, your product, your models is very important because it reaches out to your base, and your base is your meat and potatoes for your brand, and that's how you expand.
So with me, how can brand owners involve with including more women of all bodies? It's actually just sitting and talking to them, having more conversations. Do not shy away from other models that are actually being vocal about like what's going on in the industry, like, because we're not going nowhere.
I think that it's important for brands to encourage women of all sizes and types, not only because we want to role model our youth to feel comfortable in their skin and in their body types, but I think it's important to help with all the bias, the employment, the pay raise, and also, most importantly, the happiness that it brings to the empowerment of helping each other.
I think brand owners can evolve to include more women with different bodies just by being more accepting. I just feel like we need to start creating a new normal of what bodies should look like, because even your typical plus size is not the same one size fits all for everybody. So just really beginning to create a new standard, and then inviting all those people to come in and be a part.
Brand owners can definitely start to include or be open-minded to the fact that now we have normal and natural bodies, and to try to incorporate that, but also, mom bods and just a variety. Through a women's life, we change and, fluctuate. We get big one day, small another, and then you can lose it again, or even get smaller and then gain it all back. So, and we want to be able to wear more clothing that, through those stages, like, that make us feel good.
Companies can evolve by doing more presentations of the curves of a woman and not penalize, but not question if they're good enough or not. Just give them the opportunity to make a difference for this clientele, and just more social media that promotes bigger girls to express themselves and actually have the confidence to do that.
I feel like a lot of brands would be able to evolve to include more women and more bodies, just by reaching out and making an earnest effort, genuinely try to connect to people within our community. Because we're already building a community because obviously we had to make space for ourselves. So if brands and owners could just get in contact with the community so that we can, express what we need for our bodies and for our clothing.
I think brand owners need to know that the market out there should cover all bodies, and that all bodies are acceptable and loving, and they should represent. There are so many women out there that can't wear brands because they don't size up, and it's unacceptable.
The way brand owners can evolve and include not only more sizing, but more women in their campaigns is the fact that you can actually reach out to women that are trying to make it in the industry, that aren't your A to B personalities, that are more larger to life. There are people like me, there's women like me out there waiting for their opportunity. So the fact that you have people wanting to see real lives, real women make it onto the screen is a big deal.
Brands can be more inclusive with women in their bodies by not body shaming them, by just bringing them up in the world, not just bringing them down, because we are the world. We bring the children into this world. Let's be real. Why body shame us? We're the ones that bring everything into this world. No need to bring us down.
Brands can incorporate more curvy models by having things that flatter our body. Don't put us in this big dashiki and say, hey, I need you to walk this on the runway. It doesn't work that way. You have to study the curves, and you have to make your pattern fit for a curvy model. Because you just can't take a 2 and stretch it out to a 22. It doesn't work that way. You gotta look what's flattering on a curvy model, for someone who may have hips, somebody who may have more booty, somebody who may have busty versus somebody who may be a little flat chested. With plus size women, we all different shapes and sizes of plus size. So, you have to make it to the curvy community and something that's flattering us. Don't put us in no big old grandma flowers and big old skirts, because we ain't wearing that. That's 1922. It's 2022. We need to be sexy, something that looks good. And, that's how more brands can incorporate more plus size designs and, just make us feel good when we put on your stuff. Don't make us wear, we know we're not comfortable because it doesn't look good on us.
As a brand owner, I believe it's my responsibility to create opportunities for women to model as they are. I believe that other brands have a responsibility to women and to the world to show the world that there is not just one condition for a woman to be in if she wants to be successful in modeling, that she can represent herself and that women can relate to normal bodies and it be celebrated online in publications and in fashion shows. I think runway is definitely getting a big taste of curve models, and I'm glad that XBQINI is here at the time to present it.